Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Blood River. On the other side, as the Space Marines, we've got Mads at number 6567. On the other side, as the Chaos Space Marines, we have got Kubini. Kubini will be opening with quadruple cultists, a heretic, double plasma generators, and a Chaos Armory. Whereas Mad Number is going to go for a servitor, couple of scouts, and a chapel barracks. I do believe that the last time we saw Chaos Space Marines versus the regular old Space Marines was indeed also on this map. Maybe like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. For the life of me, I can't remember who won, but both of these players quite seasoned, quite professional, quite experienced, so we should be in for a fairly good game today. Now, Kubini has gone for the Chaos Armory, so I imagine the cultists will be going for a fair few grenade launchers themselves, just to make sure that they keep the Space Marines on the back foot. We are going to see a Chaos Space... Not Chaos Space Marine, that's heresy. Regular Space Marines are going to be coming out and seeing what you could do. Strange that we're not seeing a Force Commander from you guys. I suppose if you're thinking about the cultists with their grenade launchers, Force Commander will be bashed around by those high explosives and won't be able to really get too close to him, although will be able to do a fair bit of damage with his bolt pistol should the mood arise. And there we go, he's going to bring him out secondly rather than firstly. There's also one thing you'll notice that like the little, what are the little cat things from Final Fantasy called? The one with the red balls on the end of their tails, or their heads or something. Either way, that little red ball there, that's a rally point. So for you newer players, if you're not familiar with what that is, you can just basically click on a production building, right click on one of your units, and that way whatever builds from there will then just come to wherever your unit is. So that's quite useful if you want your squads to rally towards where the action is. Just a little tip, tippity tip right there for you. Also chasing after these Space Marines, they're going to struggle against all these grenade launchers. Well, in saying that, they have killed one cultist. I mean, what cultists get replaced at 20 blue as opposed to the Space Marines 50.
Scouts here.
Scouts also going to have to run away from this. There's just a sheer level of oppression from the cultists. Force Commander, where are you? You are ignoring all that nonsense over there and going to defend the Scout Marines over... Oh, sorry. So I was trying to cough and speak at the same time. Can't do both, young man and or young woman. Got to choose one or the other. And I chose to cough then. Yeah, so the Force Commander's coming over here just because, well, I imagine that Number is thinking, right, well, this relic over here has been bothered by 2 cultist squads, whereas this one has only been bothered by 1, so if we can protect that one, at least give us 1 relic to play with. Cultists over here, well, they're not exactly going to be breaking through any of the buildings anytime soon. They could take down a servitor, which will delay this plasma generator just by a smidgen, but easily replace it at 75 blue. That's blue that they would much rather not be spending. Force Commander sniping out cultists left and right, actually kind of ignoring knockback of those grenades. Oh, do you just ignore knockback? Oh, well then why didn't you come out first? That's my question, Mr. Number. I assume he's got a reason for it. And he's now going to be just this oppressive bolt pistol on wheels. Not going to bother trying to catch up with them in close combat. He's going to make sure that it takes him down one by one. But he does see the cultists over here. And if he could stop these guys from capturing the relic, that'd be a huge boon for him. Considering that he's already got the relic down on the bottom right hand side. Can he manage it? Potential for it. He's sacrificing a fair bit of his health for it, but not the end of the world. And yeah, he does manage to slow down. Oh no, I like that. Just ooh, see if we can save ourselves. No, relic been denied. No cultists over here attempting to do some tit for tat and take on the Space Marine relic. Like I say, cultists with their grenade launchers don't exactly kill buildings. All that has to be, just look at this. It'll take them a bajillion million years to get through this. Probably more efficient to actually put them in close combat mode, because their attacking will, well, they'll get more attacks done. I think their melee attack rate is a little bit quicker. If not, they do at least a little bit more damage in close combat. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm attempting to say. How successful I am in that endeavour, who really knows? Space Marines over here, that being in a cultist sandwich where they are the meat and they cultists are the bread. losing nearly all their Space Marine models there. Very unfortunate indeed. Even, I know, dear, now they've also gone Infiltrate as well. We'll definitely need some servo skulls in the mix there. Tier 2 on the way for these lads. Now we've seen Tier 2 for you guys at the moment. Oh, you finished your Tier 2 from what I can understand. But no production buildings at the moment. Just going to go for more plasma generators. Current economy has been 104 and 30 compared to 86 and 30. But the Chaos Space Marines will be able to catch up sometime soon when they're able to build that listening post on the relic that they've managed to get a hold of. Are you doing that now? Yes, you are doing that now. Server Skull is out to say hello. And the cultists have now been spotted. Left, right and centre. Losing a squad over there. And a little bit overzealous, really. Staying there welcome far too long. Once they got all those Space Marines dead right there, they could have then used that momentum to basically start pressurising the relic over on this side, but no, they stayed in. And now they're going to lose basically all their army. The cultist grenade opener requires that you have some cultists with grenade launchers alive. I'm going to replace some. And I suppose you're not too expensive, so it doesn't matter if your blue economy is a little bit behind. Still not ideal. Not a happy situation, is it? Definitely need to take on this Skull Probe. It's currently at the moment not being joined by joining a squad, so they can actually focus it down if they're able to get close enough. Only on half health at the moment. Machine Cult has been finished, and I assume land speeders, as the cults won't be able to do much damage to them. And oh no, Razorback Macarius. Suppose if you've only got one squad of Space Marines, Razorback can only fit one squad in there anyway. You can manoeuvre them around pretty nicely. Casting a machine pit, which, if I'm going on my Soulstorm logic here, they'll be into defilers. That way I've got plenty of long range stuff. Blast things about. So many plasma generators for both sides. Space Marines now going to go for some missile launches as well. Anticipating those defilers there. Listening post has been finished. But how long will it stand? Or Heretic on the corner being annihilated. Not many issues. And oh no, Hell Talons. Okay. Those Hell Talons will be more efficient at taking down the vehicles and harassing the Space Marine base. So it's coming involved and trying to, you know, don't draw your blades, just punch it. And the cultists shimmying, shaking over with their infiltration. Might want to wait for that Helltown to come out, really. The Skull Probe now itself is infiltrated. These guys do have the ability to spot things with some crazy eye upgrades from their armoury. Helltown now focusing on that Razorback Macarius, but the missile launchers from straight on top of that Hell Talon. They've now got an extra 2 in there, so 4 in total. And those homing missiles, more or less, breaking them down. So rather than engaging in this, straight over here, see what else he can do. I don't think he's going to win that engagement. Not on low health. Normally that Hell Talon would be riding roughshod over him, but not quite today. Vehicle cap increase, so I assume there's going to be more Hell Talons on the way. Space Marines can't really push out. They know that if they hang out over here for too long, then the Hell Talons will beat them up. But all the way over here, they know that Space Marines aren't going to be catching up anytime soon, so come straight for that listening post. Already got a squad of cultists over here to get a decap in there as well. So at the moment, although both teams are gaining ground, they're also losing the same amount of ground in equal measure. The Space Marines here are now in prime position for shooting down this listening post with all their missile launchers if they wish to do so, and they do indeed wish to do so. Cultists throwing in some grenade launchers in there. Skull Probe way over yonder. Some Doom Bolts from the Chaos Sorcerer. Very nice touch. They're able to get the Chains of Torment as well. After all, the Mad's number has only got one squad of Space Marines out. And if they can get a squad wipe on that, I will definitely slow down numbers. So I suppose... oh, right, they've got another one down over here. Fair enough, they've got a contingency plan. Got Chaplain knocking around as well. And a full-blown Rhino. Repositioning of the people. That's a lot of cultists there. Really struggling to take on the Razorbacks at the moment. Down over here, the cultists going about their business, not been bothered by this Razorback. And Helltown should really go back home and repair itself. That's sad. I suppose you've got plenty of money. Well, there's still no... oh, right, okay, I see what you're doing. Tier 3. Got plenty of money saved up. And while you could build the Chaos Temple, go for some Havocs and all that good stuff. Tech up into Tier 3. Maybe some Possessed Marines, Obliterators, all the good traditional elite units. Helltown takes out the Razorback. Listing Post soon to be built up. Over yonder, Number has not quite put a Listing Post on top of his relic at the moment. As he is busy doing the whole micro stuff. Another Razorback goes down, but the Listing Post for the Chaos Space Marines has been sent to the Shadow Realm. We'll also turn their attention over here. And I've exploded the Listing Post before it was finished. And the relic still in Kubini's care. But they can't stay for too long. They need to go back over onto this side to see if they can protect their newfound holdings. They've also got double Hell Talons inside the base, which is less than decent. I absolutely love this from Kubini. He comes in, he does the damage of what he can, and sometimes you'll see players, you know, they'll sit there and say, oh, we've almost killed this. Got to stay and finish it off, but no, you can always come back, finish it off. You can always die another day. Focusing on the Rhino here, they're able to take that out. They'll then reduce the Space Marines' overall movement speed. Actually, while these guys are in negative cover, don't fire it onto them, but what is that? That's 4 and 8 missile launchers. So not the best situation for them. Another Rhino transport is out. Trying to follow up. They cannot afford to... oh dear, that one loose missile in the air. Managing to bring down that Hell Talon there. But they'll turn up north, and that Listing Post is down. So lots of back and forth, but no real major wins for either side. Still very even Stevens across the board. Now that the Rhino's gone down, yep, okay, the Hellton's fought. Right, cheers for that, guys. Off on our own travels, another Hellton goes down. As they pick up the boys once more. He's fought, right, there's no point. They keep on bringing out more Rhinos, so I may as well just get whatever damage I can get done in. Out comes the Librarian. Smite that can make even the infiltrated cultists go up and stare. But 8 rockets, and that Hell Talon has gone Betty buys. I'll see Tier 4. Oh, right, so you're just skipping Tier 3 completely. Because we had plenty of money for it. At the moment, the Space Marines aren't in a position where they can really push too far forward into the base, so why not? Current economy is 112 and 79, compared to 112 and 40. So Kubini really swinging for the fences here. Space Marine squad tying up the Obliterators. Close combat, they've got the Force Commander. And the cultists running to get some distance from the Scout Marines are bothering them. Librarian has been... I mean, you went teleported in. You're over there, but now you're being kitten-fisted by triple mutilators. And you are not designed for close combat against such foes. So that is a sad time for them all. But it seems that the poison effect on the Space Marines, although they're not taking any more damage from the poison from the Hell Talons, do have the after visual effect, just making them look like they've just not had a shower. I suppose in the grim darkness of the far future, you've got to spend days and days of combat fighting. When do you have time for a shower? Do Space Marines have an organ implant that help them stay clean? That's my question. And they're able to spit acid, gain memories from eating body parts from other people. But do they have like their sweat glands been taken out? Or, I don't know, do they sweat surf or something? By the way, enough of my ponderings. We've got an Executioner upgrade for the Chaos Predator. And another Chaos Predator on the way out as Kubini starts to lose production buildings, but down over here the Mutilators are just focusing straight onto the stronghold. And they need to do something about it. Those Mutilators, okay, yeah, the one unit, but they'll still rip apart through your base. Although, real shame should really be focusing on all these listing posts. But I suppose Number has got a million blue money saved up at the moment. So it makes the big difference. Oh, we saw this the other day. Where someone was focusing the HQ in the Chaos Demons versus Tau game. And the Chaos Demons, they really went for the HQ. Almost got down. Actually, this time, do manage to get it. Do you have any builder units left over? Yeah, we've got some in the orbital relay. Need some more green money to get your HQ back online. Now we'll have to research at tier 3. It's a huge backtrack for the regular Space Marines here. But it's a shot down. And what else we're seeing? We're seeing a Keeper of Secrets. Powerful demonic entity can turn enemy infantry against itself for a little while. Like a super version of the Dark Eldar Archon's Maledictum, whatever Medoodad. Space Marines, they need to be a bit aggressive now. They need to make sure that whatever's going on, they're dictating where the battle happens. But definitely make sure this Predator stays alive for as long as possible. If they are to keep their side of the battlefield on their side. Server Skull has managed to stun that Chaos Predator there. And a couple of cheeky shots around the backside, and he is taken care of. And the Space Marines have actually now got map control. Chaos Space Marines, where have all your army gone? Salvaganders. With loads of cultists, but now you don't. And you haven't replaced the cultists with anything substantial. You are going for Chaos Terminator Squad. Another Predator. So Terminator's Predator and Keeper of Secrets. Here he comes just in nick of time as the Loyalists decide to beat up that Demon Pit. Here he comes, activating the glitter. Although, oh, I quite like that, jumping inside the Rhino transport. So that prevents him from, well, that's going there. Probably now just being, getting uncomfortably close to each other inside that Rhino. Once the effect wears out, they come straight back out. Very nice way to mitigate that Keeper Secrets effect. Although doing a really cool kickflip on that one singular Space Marine there, very unfortunate. That's not a pleasant way to go, being kicked directly in the face by a Keeper Secrets. As Terminators are out. Predator going toe to toe with, well, with the other Predator, I suppose. But they're not bothered about that. Their main concern is all the Space Marines down here. All's got some Terminators themselves as well. My goodness, my gracious. It's neck and neck all the way through this match so far. It's not looking amazing for the Space Marines at the moment, but they have still. You've got money, Mad Number. Oh, you're doing it. Oh, right, that's because you're trying to regain your tiers. That's why we're not seeing much else substantial coming out at the moment. So kind of bound, really. He wants to spend his money, but if he spends his money on rubbish and tier 1 stuff, they won't win. So he needs to just get those researches in as quickly as humanly possible. Just going to settle for some tier 2 stuff for the moment. Let's get anything and everything back online. Still though, that one Predator managed to get out before the HQ was lost. Might potentially be the saving grace, as well as these Terminators. Predator goes down. Quite unnecessarily, I do have to say. Could have survived by pulling back. It wasn't properly supported by anything, in all honesty. The Terminator's gone down for kill space means they have indeed. And so what's the alternative for the Chaos Space Marines? We go for a replacement Demon Pit. I suppose you don't really have that much money saved up, not compared to Mad Number. I know it's called Number, but I keep on reading his name left to right. And most people do. Mad's the clan, Number's the name. Aren't we all a bit mad? We're all just one bad day away from going mad. That was the quote from the clown film. I remember that. Keeper Secrets, keeper on top of the Terminators. Seeing a Dreadnought being dropped in. Here comes the push. Here comes the shove. Attempting to take down that machine pit. At this stage, denying production could be just as strong as denying economy. I think it's all around transport. Poor Terminators attempt to get in there as well. No love for them. A big swing. Swing and a kick takes down the Terminator. Another Dreadnought comes out. And Number might be giving Kubini the old Tiger Shark special. Just throw down as many Dreadnoughts as possible in the hopes that you'll eventually win. Kubini's running on fumes at the moment, whereas, yeah, Mad Number, you're just golden for money. You could keep this gravy train rolling as long as you want. That lack of HQ almost ending the game for you, but no, just sheer dogged determination. Terminator's still been harassed by that Keeper Secrets. They've not been left alone for any length of time, but all that kicking and flipping, by the time she's actually killed one and then caught up from again, they've regained one or two more models. Narrowly saving the machine pit over here from the spinning grasp of the Dreadnoughts. On a guard, attempting to get away from the Obliterators. No mass, no pass for those boys. TF3 about to go down for the Loyalist Space Marines. As much firepower as possible is being brought to the front lines here. Chaos Predator has gone for a twin-linked Lance Cannon upgrade. No tanks at the moment. Wonderful little bit of glitter going on there. And we'll make sure that all these guys are not doing what they should. Terminator's almost been taken out. But restoring the morale and regaining a model. Poor Server Skull being kicked in the air like a football. And we've still got some scouts over here. Oh! Almost missed that orbital strike. Checking out what the scouts were doing, but it's been nice in the middle, but you know what? If it keeps them at bay, it keeps them at bay. That's the main thing. And Number potentially going to lose a second stronghold here. Got a chaplain, very low on health at the moment, seeking some friends for good times and fun times. Well, do you have your Force Hammer? No, you don't. That Force Hammer does do a fair bit of damage against demons. Not the HQ, and Relay Station has gone down. And to be fair, Mad Number did a fantastic job during the middle of that game. It was proper neck and neck all the way through, you know, positioning and infiltrated grenades and, I mean, two on one tactical marines going about and just controlling the map. It was very, very even all the way through. When those mutilators came down and take out that HQ, normally straight away that's more or less like a game over kind of scenario. People come over, bash things over, and you can't reinforce things to the same standard as your opponent's army. But I was able to hold them off for a little bit, making good use of that one singular Predator that was able to come out in the nick of time before they lost their HQ. And then they're able to rebuild it. And not only rebuilding it, but also getting towards Tier 3 and stuff by the time the game was finished. But once the HQ went down, that was basically the writing on the wall, and a slow, dark descent into death and sadness was had by the Space Marines of the loyal variety. So anyway, yeah, so cheers, boys and girls, for watching at home, and if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. Mine's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.